Welcome to our essential guide on how to recognize and respond to wage theft in the workplace. Ensuring you're paid fairly for your time and labor is fundamental. But when those rights are violated, it's important to know what steps to take. Let's explore expert tips from Employee Law Group on how to protect yourself and take action if you suspect wage theft. Wage theft occurs when an employer fails to pay an employee the full wages they are legally owed. This can happen in many forms, some subtle, others more obvious. Common examples include unpaid overtime, failure to pay minimum wage, denying mandated meal and rest breaks, misclassifying employees as independent contractors, or making unauthorized deductions from paychecks. Wage theft is not only unethical, it's illegal. And unfortunately, it disproportionately affects workers in lower wage industries, though it can happen in any profession. Under California law, workers are protected by some of the most comprehensive wage and hour rules in the country. For example, you must be paid at least the state minimum wage for every hour worked. Overtime must be paid at 1.5 times your regular rate after 8 hours in a workday or 40 hours in a work week, and double time after 12 hours. You're entitled to proper meal and rest breaks. Missed breaks must be compensated. It's also important to understand your classification. Misclassified workers, those labeled as independent contractors or exempt employees when they don't meet the legal criteria, are often denied protections and pay they rightfully deserve. One of the most effective habits you can build is reviewing your pay stubs regularly. Check for accuracy in hours worked, pay rate, overtime calculations, and any deductions. If something doesn't add up, raise the concern immediately. Pay stubs are legal documents and can serve as valuable evidence if a dispute arises. While employers are legally required to keep records of hours worked, it's wise to maintain your own documentation. Keep a personal log of your clock in and clock out times, breaks, and overtime hours. Save emails, text messages, or schedule changes that can corroborate your work activity. These records can be critical if you need to file a wage claim or seek legal action. Misclassification is a common tactic used to avoid paying overtime or benefits. If you're labeled as an independent contractor, but are required to follow strict work schedules, report to a supervisor, and perform work that's integral to the business, you may be misclassified. Similarly, being paid a salary doesn't automatically mean you're exempt from overtime. Your job duties must meet specific legal criteria. If they don't, you could be owed back pay. Employers cannot make unauthorized or unlawful deductions from your wages. For example, you generally cannot be charged for uniforms, tools, or losses like register shortages unless very specific conditions are met. If deductions reduce your wages below minimum wage, that's a red flag. Review your company's policy and consult an attorney if you suspect improper deductions. If you suspect wage theft, raise the issue internally first. Speak with your supervisor, HR department, or payroll administrator. Be calm, factual, and professional, and always keep a written record of your communications. Many wage issues stem from clerical errors or miscommunication that can be resolved quickly when addressed early. However, if the problem continues or if you experience retaliation, it's time to escalate the matter. When your employer refuses to correct wage violations, or if you're facing retaliation for speaking up, seek legal counsel. At Employee Law Group, we've helped countless clients recover unpaid wages, penalties, and damages. We can help you file a wage claim with the California Labor Commissioner or pursue a civil lawsuit if necessary. You may be entitled not only to back pay, but also interest, waiting time penalties, and in some cases, attorney's fees. And remember, retaliation for asserting your wage rights is illegal. If you've been demoted, harassed, or terminated for speaking up, that's a separate violation that deserves legal attention. Wage theft is more common than most people realize, but it's also preventable and actionable. By knowing your rights, keeping accurate records, and seeking legal support when needed, you can protect yourself and others from exploitation. Thank you for watching. For more information or to schedule a confidential consultation, visit us at Employee Law Group. You work hard. You deserve to be paid fairly. Let us help you make that happen.